Hi, this is Marnie Pearson and Sue Painter back with the online business reality show, or Marnie and Sue's Peep Show, where we pull back the curtains on our lives and businesses and give you kind of a sneak peek to what's going on. How you doing, Sue?
Hey, I'm great. How are you doing, Marnie? It's good to see you.
Doing good. Good to see you too.
Thanks.
You've been hitting the gym and the pool a lot lately.
I'm hitting the gym and the pool. This is my workout shirt from the gym. It's probably good you're not standing close to me. She made me do all these pick up barbells from the floor and lift them up way over my head today. I'm trying to get muscle, upper body muscle, and then of course the leg stuff. I'm always doing the leg stuff. So,
how is your knee? Is it better?
Huh?
How is your knee?
Oh, it's so. I'm definitely stronger. Definitely, my balance is better. I'm able to be on my feet for a little bit longer period of time, but the pain kind of sort of never goes away. So, that's just something that I have to live with. But I manage it the best I can because, I won't take medicine or anything for it because then I can't think. Not only can I not walk, I can't think. At least this way I can still think, even if I don't want so well. So I use the mental, mind over matter for the pain
stuff, right?
Yeah, essential oils and all that. So today, I was kidding Marnie because, I think everybody on the show knows that next week, Marnie's getting married, right? Next week.
Yeah, next week.
Next Thursday, the 4th.
Friday. Yeah.
Friday. Oh, Friday. That's right. Because our friends are coming and I can't get to Chattanooga. Which, by the way, we just saw a neighborhood that is between Chattanooga and South Pittsburgh that's up on the ridge that has really pretty views. That's a new community that's going in there. So who knows? Maybe you'll sell your house and end up going up there and living on the mountainside with your new honey. I was laughing and saying, Marnie said that she'd been to the lingerie store. So I was laughing and saying that we had to talk about that today since it's supposed to be what's going on in our business and in our lives, right? But I don't want to embarrass her, but still, nevertheless, it's nice to know that you've been appropriately planning for your new position as a wife. And we will leave it at that. Unless you want to share more about it, of course.
So, you've already appropriately embarrassed me as it is. No. The lingerie store and the Hobby Lobby, they were having a 50% off sale on all the wedding stuff.
Oh, they were?
Hobby Lobby, man. I got good deals.
That's a good deal. You can get some really good deals at Hobby Lobby when they're having their 50% off sale.
I did. I got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. And since we're talking about shopping today, if anybody shops at Talbot's, they are having 25% off your entire purchase plus free shipping between now and the 6th of September. Plus, if you also do Ebates, you get another 2% off. So if you're a Talbot's chick, then now's the time to hit up Talbot's. So at any rate, we're going to talk about a couple of things today. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about for just a minute is having a defeatist attitude and how it is so easy for other people to pick up on that defeatist attitude that you carry around with you. And then that is repelling. It repels people to want to do anything, to want to help you, to want to work with you, to want to buy from you, to want to even be in any kind of a friendship or relationship with you. And sometimes I think people fall into a defeatist attitude, and then there's an overlay of depression, and then there becomes like this helplessness and this victim stance. And I think once you get that far pressed down, it's very hard to work your way out of it without really massively having somebody kind of come whop you upside the head and really turn your head around and force you into a different reality. Because sometimes you get so stuck in that glue, it's hard to get into a different reality. It reminds me of some of the Zen training that I have done over the years. I have never personally experienced this, but some of my teachers have.
Digital marketer wants to know.
Whoops, where you can sit with a Zen master and They're wanting you to lose the thinking of the world in dualistic terms. They're wanting to force you into that open meditative state. And so sometimes the Zen master will come and just hit you with their stick or give you a whop. And it's supposed to just shock you so much that it just sends you off into another plane of reality, which is what the whole purpose that you're there. So not that I want to hit people with a stick or give them a whop, although sometimes I do want to give them a whop upside the head. But I have been doing this survey about what do people need the most. And this lady answered the survey this morning, and I got a little thing from SurveyMonkey saying I had something new there, so I went to look. And of course, I don't know who these people are. When they fill out a survey on SurveyMonkey, first of all, it's totally anonymous. So if you happen to be watching, the person who said to me on this survey, the number one thing that I need help with is I don't understand how to attach a picture to a tweet, and I wish you would please answer me back and help me with that. I don't know who you are. I can't help you with that because it's anonymous. So if you happen to be listening to this, it's not that hard to attach a picture to a tweet. You just go on Twitter, put in your tweet, hit the little camera, and then upload the picture from your phone or from your hard drive, your Mac or your PC, and then you hit, then you tweet it out and the picture will be there. But anyway, back to the defeatist attitude. This lady wrote, and I have it, I actually have, it might have been a man, but I think it was a woman. I have the results of the survey right here, but again, I don't know, I have no idea who this was, totally anonymous. But she said, what is your biggest challenge with your business right now? Getting more clients so I can make more money. Do you already hear the lack in that sentence? Already hear the lack. Then, what specific 3 things would you wish for regarding this challenge? Inexpensive help from a pro or a coach, inexpensive help from a PR expert, more hours in the day and more energy to do what it takes. Do you hear the defeatist attitude? Then, what is your biggest challenge with your personal life right now? Not having the energy and or the money to do everything I have or want to do. Poor me, lack, defeatist. And then the 4th question, if you had a magic wand, what would you wish for regarding this challenge in your personal life? Not having to worry about the money to do what I want to do. Well, we all would like to be born where we don't have to worry about the money to do what we want to do. But the truth of the matter is, unless we're Warren Buffett's son or daughter, we probably are going to have to worry about the money. The things that she's asking for help with are valid, and I'm appreciative that she filled this out. But do you hear the defeatism in all of that? And the depression? Do you hear it, Marnie?
Yeah. There's a scene. Have you seen the movie The Replacements?
I don't think.
Okay. I pulled the scene up. It is perfect for what you're talking about. I don't know if you want me to show that one little scene?
Oh, yeah, show it.
Okay, all right. It's kind of funny, but all right. Okay, I need to do the screen share first.
Yeah.
I forgot. Okay.
Oh, this is great.
Okay. Entire screen share. Come on, let me go to the window. All right. Can you see it?
Yep.
I gotta put the volume up.
But a real man admits his fears.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking you to do here tonight. Who wants to start? Fears. Let's talk about fears. Hey, I'm scared of spiders, Coach. Well, that's not what I meant.
Me too, Coach. I'm afraid of spiders too, Coach. Yeah. Goddamn spiders freak me too, fellas.
Well, I didn't mean that, though. Yeah, what I'm talking about.
Especially in your bed, man. Ever get one of those fish crawling up your arm?
And then he crawling on you.
Damn.
Well, thanks, Jumbo. You can just rock me to sleep tonight. Okay, that's great, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is what scares us on the field.
What you mean, like spiders on the field?
Can we get beyond the spiders, please?
Bees.
Bees.
Bees. I don't know about the bees.
Anybody here afraid of anything other than insects? Huh? Come on. Quicksand. Oh, shit. Hey, quicksand's a scary mother, man. I mean, first of all, it sucks you right in, and even if you scream, you get all that muck in your mouth. That's what Shane had in mind, my friend. Huh? That's not what he had in mind. What are you talking about, Dan, Coach? Well, why don't you ask him? Hey, what's up, Shane?
You're playing, and you think everything is going fine, but then one thing goes wrong, and then another, and another. And you try to fight back, but the harder you fight, the deeper you sink, until you can't move. Can't breathe. Because you're in over your head. Like quicksand.
That's deep.
Yeah.
So I think that's where people get.
Yep.
It's quicksand. Once you get there, it's really hard to pull yourself back out, I think, sometimes.
It is really hard to pull yourself back out. I totally agree. When you get that far down, it's hard. You cannot do it without help. And you cannot expect that help to be free. Because you're saving your life, really. And I mean, you may be saving your business as well, but you're saving your life. So you can't expect it to be free. You can expect help and compassion from those who are around you if you have rich relationships around you. But many people, I think, who get into that type of quicksand don't have many relationships around them. And so then they're behind the 8 ball. So I don't know who this person is who filled out this thing, but I think sometimes we end up sounding defeatist and victimized before we even realize it. It's very easy to go down that slope. And then the more we go down that slope and the more we tell ourselves that, we're actually embedding that belief in our brain, because every time we say something like that, it wires our brain. So the more we wire our brain to it, then that's the more we see. And pretty soon, we cannot see a different reality without rewiring our brain. And you know what? You typically can't rewire it yourself, which is why you do have mentors and coaches, and you do have people like the Zen masters who come and whop you, and they really have to push you. And then what happens is some of these people won't be pushed, and they'll deflect, or they'll resist, or they'll quit, or they'll typically what they say is, I don't have the money. And then that keeps them paralyzed and safe, because as bad as it is to be under the quicksand, it's scarier to have to get yourself out of the quicksand, and it's scarier to trust somebody else who's going to give you a whop now and then and force you into a different reality. But if you don't get forced into a different reality, you never ever will make that switch. So the truth of the matter is, for this particular person, she says she wants inexpensive help from a pro or a coach and inexpensive help from a PR expert. Well, okay. There's nothing keeping this person from sitting down and writing a press release. There are free templates all over the internet that teach you how to do a press release, by the way. And there's no cost to submitting those press releases to some online services or emailing them to your local press, if that's what you're trying to get press about. As far as inexpensive help from a pro or a coach, Marnie and I both have tons of free resources on our websites, blog posts that we've done for years, handouts, free webinars. This Peep show is free. This person could come on this Peep show and ask us a question and get free coaching from 2 very good pros. But see, her defeatist attitude keeps her from taking action. She will never think to do that. It's the world against her, and she's defeatist. And then as far as not having the energy and or the money to do everything that I want, well, I would bet that there's almost no program that this person is on to engender changing their energy. They're probably not walking or swimming or exercising regularly or eating right. All of those things, it's our responsibility to build up our energy. It's very hard for somebody to do that for us. So it really is a defeatist attitude, and if you are not very careful, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy in life. And then it's very, very hard to, you know, ratchet yourself out of that quicksand, just like the movie clip. The movie clip that you had was perfect for that. It makes me feel sad. It makes me feel really sad when I see people like that. But then it sometimes makes me really want to take them and shake them, because this person needs to be willing to be shook in order to change her life. And sometimes there's a lot of resistance to that being willing to be shook. You have to be open to somebody really, really making you look at things a different way. And you want to cling on really tight, because you're down in the quicksand, but at least you know the quicksand. It takes a lot of courage to get up from it. You know, it takes a lot of courage. So I don't know. I was just thinking about that today, because when I saw this morning, when I was reading this, I just thought, oh, this person, I mean, really, there are a lot of free things that you can get out in the world if you want to build a business. But you do have to have some self-responsibility, and you have to be willing to open yourself to the ideas and to the tasks that other people will set for you. And sometimes you really have to stretch yourself to be able to put yourself in a position to afford what you think you need. You know, we have a person in our neighborhood here who needs a certain type of medicine, and insurance won't pay for this type of medicine. And so they just like, well, I guess I'll go without. I don't have the money. But yet I see this person at the liquor store, and I see this person at the movie, and I see this person shopping at the mall near us. They could afford that medicine. They choose not to afford that medicine. Huh?
Priorities, I guess.
Yeah, it is priorities. It absolutely is priorities. I mean, if I needed a medicine that was really keeping me from some dread disease, you know, I would sell jewelry, I would sell a car, I would sell anything I had to sell in order to get that money. And I would sure be watching where else I'm putting my money that maybe I could do without. So it's a matter of choice. And I think it's easy for people to start feeling like they don't have choices, but we always have a choice in how we react to a situation. We always have that choice. Even though it might be unpleasant, we always have that choice.
Yeah. I was thinking, I've been in quicksand. I know what that feels like.
Yeah, so have I. We all have been. Yeah.
Usually the answer is the thing that I'm resisting.
Yes.
The thing that keeps kind of nagging and coming to my mind, but I just keep resisting it, and I don't really have a good reason for resisting it, you know.
Yep.
That's usually the answer. Whatever you kind of have to spit into the wind, so to speak. I think Seth Godin talks about it in Lynchpin. I think it's Lynchpin, where he talks about the lizard brain, how it kicks in when you're going to go do something that's outside your comfort zone and different than all this obstacles and opposition and all this stuff that's going to make you not want to do it. But it's really, he's like, go into whatever the opposition is. Go into the wind.
Absolutely. You have to do that. And so this person, where they need to start is managing their time. Not having the energy and or the money to do everything I want to do, not having the time, more hours in the day, she says, more hours in the day and more energy. You know what? You can manage your own time and you can manage your own energy. I don't like that I don't have the time thing, because let me tell you, Marnie has 24 hours in the day and I have 24 hours in the day. And whoever's listening to this has 24 hours in the day. And you know what? You can pick how to spend those 24 hours. If you're spending too much time, you know, in the kitchen cooking, don't cook so much. Find some time to do what it is that you say you want to do. Don't let other people control your time. So, and you've got, you know, you can manage your own energy. If you don't feel energetic, go out and take a walk, or look at what you're eating, or go look at all the free information on the web about nutrition and try to improve your nutrition. So those are the things that you can do yourself. The problem with this person is this person needs somebody to hold them accountable and kick their butt a little bit. And for that, they're probably going to have to pay. So my bet is that will be their excuse. And then that's a wasted life. And that just, I mean, it makes me really sad. It makes me so sad. Because this person probably has a real gift that the world needs.
Yep. Yeah.
But it's nobody's responsibility but that person's to bring it to the world. And if they don't bring it to the world, it's nobody's blame but that person's.
Yeah.
We're on our soapboxes today. Or I'm on my soapbox anyway. All right, what else? That's enough of that defeatist attitude subject.
It's good though. I needed to hear it, so thank you.
Well,
So,
you know,
I think everybody has some areas of their life where they go there. You know,
Yeah.
I might go there on one thing, but I go there on something else.
Right.
You know?
We all have areas of our lives where we go there, and we all have times in our lives where we go there in totality. We really do get under the quicksand. I mean, the day somebody looked at me when I was on a hospital gurney and said, "Well, Mrs. Painter, you're probably never going to walk again." Believe me, I was in quicksand, and I, had to find someone who would pull me out of that quicksand. And I found a PT guy who would not quit and would force me to look, here's what we can do. And now I'm walking. You have to have those people.
Yeah.
You
I
have
think
to have those
Beyonce is the kick you upside the head guy.
I know, I'm so sorry I have to miss your wedding because I really did want to meet him, but maybe you guys can come up for the weekend or something over the fall and we'll go do something fun in Nashville and I'll get to meet him.
Yeah, I think I've met my match in the get it done department. This guy is like on the ball, get it done,
Oh, cool beans. Well, that's good then. That'll be a good match for you.
The stuff I want to stick my head in the sand and not look at, he's like, have you done this? Have you done that? What have you tried? It's like making me look at the stuff that I don't want to look at. So,
no more quicksand for you. You're marrying a crowbar.
I know.
But that's a good thing though. It's always good to have those folks around. So we can wish blessings on this person who filled out this thing and encourage them to take a look at their lives seriously, because I think that's what's needed. Yeah.
And I tell them, look at what you're resisting.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. And it may be that they're resisting appropriating some money to get the help.
Yes, or appropriating the time or appropriating the energy. Yeah. Or even doing it when you don't feel like it. Listen, on any given day when I have to go to the pool and the gym, I will guarantee you I freaking don't feel like it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go over there. I had to go today before the Peep show. I went over there. I was dreading it. I knew it was going to hurt. I knew it was going to be hard. I knew all that stuff. But I have enough self-discipline and desire to overcome my impediment that I typically will really force myself. And I think we all need those people in our lives who, when we won't force ourselves, will come along and force us for us.
Yeah. We were talking about, okay, maybe she's resisting spending the time or the money or whatever.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the money. My pet peeve, and I don't know what the solution to this is. I get this a lot, is people that tell me, well, I just spent thousands of dollars on some other program and it wasn't what I thought. It was a ripoff. And so now I can't spend any money with you.
It's never about the money, Marnie. It's never about the money. Well, they don't see the transformation and what they're really saying. Let me interpret that for you. You just heard something in a foreign language, so I'm going to give it to you in English.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Translated, it is, I didn't implement the program that I spent thousands of dollars on. I got disgusted and quit. And I know that I'm probably also not going to implement your program, so I'm not going to buy it. That's what it is in plain English.
Okay. Yeah.
You're hearing a foreign language. The truth of the matter is, listen, I have probably spent $100,000 on programs for myself over the years. Everybody knows I have coaches and I pay good money for those coaches. And I buy programs, and some of them I've never even opened or used. Whose fault is that? It's my freaking fault. It's nobody else's fault. Even the very worst program, I've bought programs that are good and programs that are bad. Even the very worst program, I have been able to gain something from it and learn and use it. I didn't look at the first 3 pages and say, well, this is crap, so I'm not going to read the rest of it. Whose fault is that? Your fault. My fault for not doing it. I can find something of use in almost anything, no matter how crappy it is. So you can too. So my question would be, well, what would it take for you to guarantee to yourself that that wouldn't happen again? You know, I mean, I don't know whether to be insulted because you're implying that my program is going to be as crappy as this one that you just bought. What does that have to do with this conversation? They need to be popped upside the head.
You know, that's the lack of implementation is my pet peeve.
Yes.
And that's one reason why I'm trying to create these programs that it would be impossible for you not to implement. You know, like I've decided to do like my product creation program where I basically take you and walk you through it all over the phone. And if you've got tech problems, I do the tech stuff. I do, you know, where you have no excuses to make it happen.
But here's the excuse.
I don't know that that's good on my part to do that, but I'm like, it seems like what people need. They're going to have excuses, whether it's mind game stuff or they can't do the tech stuff. And I'm like, I got all the answers.
Right. And you do have all the answers for sure. You do. I mean, honestly, I should probably hire you myself. You do have all the answers. However, here's what you have to be careful with. And I'm not real sure. In a way, I'm kind of like, oh, Marnie, don't offer that. And here's why. Yeah. Because then the excuse will be, well, Marnie never really caught my vision. It really wasn't what I wanted. Because people will, sometimes when you try to do too much for them, they still want to opt out. They still don't really want it. They don't want the responsibility of owning that business and owning that program and putting it out there in the world. And so you'll help them develop it and you'll do the tech for them. And then 6 months later, they'll say, I spent all this money with Marnie and it really didn't work, because you know what? After you've handed it to them as a gold brick, they won't go out and show the gold brick to the world. They won't market it.
Yeah.
So
I give them a marketing strategy as well. So if they don't do it, it's not my fault.
Exactly. Exactly. But they'll think it's your fault. See, it'll just be another shitty program. So it is that whole self-responsibility and implementation thing. We better see if we have any questions, because we've only got a few minutes and then I've got to run out the door, because I get to meet one of my friends from Knoxville this afternoon and spend the afternoon with her. And I haven't seen her since we moved away 4 years ago. So I'm excited.
No questions, but I do believe that what happens with me is people don't hire me because they know they will get it done, and then they're scared of that.
Oh, absolutely. People don't hire me for that reason either. There are a lot of people in Knoxville where I used to live who, you know, they work with me over time and then they opted out, and their whole deal was, well, you know, you pushed me and I kind of want to remain small. I don't want to be pushed. I want
to be big, so they're not going to hire me because they don't want to be big.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Exactly. I have people who are attracted to that and say, I know you're a straight shooter and you're going to tell me and I'm going to build. But the people who do well with me are people who are self-responsible and who are implementers. And they, you know, they're like, okay, if I spend this money with you, I know I'm going to go out and be successful in marketing. I'm going to make that money up. They're not like, well, I don't know. Well, what if I don't make it up? The reason people say that is they know they're not going to work that hard.
Yeah. They know themselves.
They know inside themselves they're not going to work that hard. Yeah. I don't know. This is a kick-ass and take names. We should have spent the whole time talking about lingerie, Marnie. It might have been an easier conversation. But I don't know. Anyway, it's good to see you. We are going to end, and I'm going to run out the door, and I know Marnie's got to go pick up her kids. And also, we are going to be doing the Peep Show again on Monday, August 31st, the last day of August. Can you believe September is here? Y'all, I'm like, I can't even believe it. So we will see Marnie one more time as a single woman before she ties the knot. So we'll see you guys next week on Monday.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.